You think those tiny, harmless habits are just cute, but some are actually sending your dog into panic. I want you to picture your dog right now. The way they tilt their head, the soft whine when they see a shoe. Small things, sweet things. Now imagine one of those little habits is actually a signal of fear. That's what we're digging into. There are 6 small habits owners call cute, but that underneath can mean their dog is terrified. Pay attention. This will change how you touch, train, and love them. First habit, hugging them tight when they cower. You pull them close, you squeeze, you kiss their head. It feels natural. But to many dogs, that pressure looks like the same restraint used in fights or by dominant animals. When you hug, you might be shutting down their escape route. They don't relax because they can't get away. Instead of comfort, you're amplifying fear. Watch their eyes. If they turn the whites, lick their lips, or freeze, they aren't enjoying it. Now, here's something most people never realize. When a dog freezes, it's not stubbornness, it's survival. Freezing lowers the chance of being attacked. You might think you're encouraging them to face a fear by holding them close. In reality, you're teaching their body that the world is too dangerous to move in. That matters, because the next time a stranger reaches out, they'll go still, and that stillness can escalate into forced handling or worse. Second habit, sudden loud praise for small compliance. The over-the-top good boy with a high-pitched voice, the clapping, the jumping. You do it because you're happy, but for many dogs, those sharp sounds and abrupt movements are startling. What feels like excitement to you can be a flash of alarm to them. Their nervous system reads the change in tone as unpredictability. Over time, you create a roller coaster in their head, calm, then an emotional spike, and that instability builds anxiety. Here's the deeper piece. Dogs are pattern animals. Predictability equals safety. When praise is explosive and inconsistent, they can't map cause to effect. Instead of learning, they brace for the next surprise. The fix is almost painfully simple. Lower your voice. Make rewards calm and steady. A soft yes plus a treat beats a loud chorus every single time. Third habit, eye contact rewarded without consent. You beam at your dog, wait for their eyes, and then you reward them. Seems fine, right? Except direct stare is a threat signal in canine language. For some dogs, especially those with past trauma or insecure temperaments, forced eye contact is invasive. If you lure them into looking at you and then take it as the pinnacle of connection, you may be reinforcing stress. Their internal thought can be, I had to submit to be accepted. The behavioral psychology here is clear. Consent matters. Teach them to offer attention freely. Reward when they glance and look away naturally. Praise the choice, not the coerced stare. That tiny shift makes them feel in control. Control reduces fear. Fourth habit, using food to silence teeth-baring or growling. You see a tense lip and you shove a treat in. Instant stop. Problem solved. But you've just taught them to swallow their warning signals. Growl means I'm uncomfortable. When you reward the silence, you remove their ability to communicate. That pushes issues underground and raises the risk of a bite later, a far worse outcome. Science shows that animals need a functional signaling system to negotiate space. By rewarding quiet, you may be reinforcing masking behaviors, not resolving the underlying stressor. The compassionate move is to remove the cause of tension and teach alternate ways to say, I need space, like a mat or a clear pause cue, then reward that. Fifth habit, dressing them in costumes or forcing novelty for likes. Cute photos, right? But forcing a dog into clothing, odd smells, or props can trigger sensory overload. Their vestibular system, hearing and scent, work together to orient them. Suddenly altering inputs without gradual introduction screams uncertainty. Some dogs will smile through it. Many will shut down. The behavioral framing, novelty without gradual exposure equals fear learning. If they stiffen, tuck a tail, or try to hide, that isn't a mood, it's a warning light. Do this instead. Condition slowly. Let the garment sit on the floor. Reward interest. Touch for a heartbeat, then reward. Break it into micro steps. That way, curiosity becomes confidence, not stress. Sixth habit. Framing independence as being stubborn. Leaving a dog alone to teach them a lesson after a small nudge, ignoring their attempt to reconnect, or using silence as punishment. Owners call this firmness. For many dogs, social rejection equals panic. Dogs evolved as cooperative pack animals. Social bonds are survival currency. Using social withdrawal as correction can imprint abandonment fear. They don't learn manners, they learn insecurity. And behavioral psychology shows that attachment wounds form when caregivers alternate unpredictably between warmth and withdrawal. If you're cool 1 minute and absent the next as correction, you create an anxious attachment. The remedy is consistent, calm boundaries, not emotional withholding. Now listen, these aren't accusations, they're patterns. And here's the thing, one small tweak changes everything. Imagine replacing a tight hug with a gentle stroke at the shoulder, paired with a calm word. Imagine swapping loud praise for soft, steady rewards. Imagine teaching consent for eye contact and honoring the dog's signals instead of silencing them. Imagine gradual introductions to novelty and using clear, predictable boundaries rather than social punishment. Your dog begins to breathe differently. They lower their guard. They choose you. Let me give you a practical micro plan you can start today. Step 1. For any cute interaction, check 3 signs: tail position, eye whites, mouth tension. If any of these show stress, stop. Step 2. Change the stimulus. Lower your volume. Loosen your embrace. Create space. Step 3. Reward the calm. Small, calm rewards beat dramatic ones. Step 4. Practice consent. Ask for attention with a hand near the chest and reward if the dog approaches on their own terms. Repeat short sessions multiple times a day. Midway reminder, if this is changing how you see your dog, hit like and subscribe. It helps others reframe their relationship too. Here's a critical insight many owners miss. Fear often masquerades as opposition or misbehavior. A dog that growls and snaps after being quiet for years isn't bad. They were never given a safe way to communicate. When you honor their signals, you not only prevent escalation, you deepen trust. A quick myth burst. My dog will be spoiled if I give them space. False. Space plus consistent cues equals secure attachment. Spoiling is inconsistency and indulgence without boundaries. What we want is predictable, gentle leadership so the dog knows where safety lives. Another loop for you, what if your dog shows none of these obvious signs but still behaves oddly around new people? The hidden reason is often micro-stress, tiny spikes that don't trigger big reactions but accumulate. Those micro-stresses reshape the brain over weeks. That's why subtle daily habits matter more than dramatic training sessions once a month. Emotional peak. Picture this. Your dog looks at you after a small shift. Not the forced look, but a soft, open glance. No whites, no lip lick, just trust. They tip their head and relax into your presence. That's not obedience. That's connection. It's the reward of empathy. Final insight. Your dog isn't just acting out or being difficult. They're communicating in the only language they've had: body, silence, and small habits. When you translate those habits through the lens of fear versus love, everything changes. The same tiny actions that once felt cute can be calls for help. Or, with the right response, they become invitations to deepen trust. You can start this now. Soften your touch. Calibrate your praise. Teach consent. Reward clear signals. Be predictable. Your dog will stop surviving and start choosing you. Your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating. Listen, respond, love differently.